And we're back. Good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Come to you Monday through Friday. Let me give you a little bit about us. First of all, we're FYNTV.com. You're watching FYNTV.com. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show and only live online news network or TV network, FYNTV.com. FetchYourNews.com, growing every day. If you would like to be a part of FYNTV.com, whether it's producing, whether it's doing your own show, whether it is audio, if your background's in audio, video, if you would like to be a part of FYNTV.com and go video meetings or do video footage of events for FYNTV.com, regardless of what it may be, get in touch with us today, chief@FetchYourNews.com. Also, if you'd like to be a part of FetchYourNews.com, FetchYourNews.com is looking for contributing reporters in the Dawson, Lumpkin, White County area, Union County, Towns County, Georgia, Union County, Georgia, Fannin County, Gilmer County, Pickens County, Murray County, Georgia, and Cherokee County, North Carolina. We are looking for people. If you would like to, let's say you would like to do the judicial, you would like to do the courts. We got a caller. Let's see. We got a caller. Who we got on the line? We got Jerry on the line. All right. Is Jerry there? Put him on there. Jerry, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, what's up? Now be careful. You're live. We just put you right in. That makes me nervous. We just threw you right in. No buffer at all. The chain.
That must mean you have a lot of listeners.
You're unshackled. You're unshackled.
Yeah, unshackled.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what? I'd be honest with you. What are we at? 28 days? 27 days?
Yeah.
I have so much fear. You know, the worst fear in the world is fear of the unknown. No doubt. if you, and I'm serious. The fear of the unknown really scares people. They laying on their deathbeds on fear of the unknown. I've got that fear. I'm scared of, I don't know. I don't know what direction this whole thing is going. I'm not sure. I almost feel like, I don't know. I feel like that we will go to a place where our money will be taken from us to lock down the next election immediately, day one. When everybody talks about what they're going to do on day one, I'll tell you what Clinton's going to do. She's going to take your money. She's going to take your guns. Now, once you don't have the money and guns, you should have, you're out of luck, I'll say. You're out of luck. That scares me. She's going to take your money because she's got to pay for what she's going to create. She's going to create a voting bloc that can never lose. Okay?
Yeah, it'll never lose. Right.
I know. She's going to create a voting bloc that'll never lose. So all the righteous people, guess what? You stood on the sidelines and you watched it happen. Okay, that don't go out and vote. No matter what you think, you have stood on the sidelines, and you absolutely, instead of fighting, you surrender your country. She will create a voting bloc she can never lose. Never. It's over. So, where the self-righteous ones who run around and say Donald Trump brought this party down, Washington, D.C. brought the country down. Now, tell me, he never passed a law. He ain't got no laws on the books. Actually, Washington, D.C. brought the country down. Remember that. You ain't got, I don't care who you are, Washington, D.C. brought this country down. And Donald Trump watched it, and they always kept him out of their little network. They let him make his billion, but they've always kind of, like, yeah, that's just Trump being Trump, and kind of dumbed him down throughout his life, okay? The bigwigs. He's been on the sidelines. He's been there with them, knowing what they're all about, and he's like, you know what, I'll just take this to the American people. This will show you where your country is. This is not like a Romney, a Bush. This is a whole different playing field. Okay? You've seen cities burned. You've seen cops killed. You've seen citizens killed. You've seen crazy stuff. You've seen kids walk into a church in South Carolina and shoot it up. You have seen the most bizarre behavior under Barack Obama this nation has ever known.
That's right.
Okay? You just have. So Trump takes it to the people. Let's see if we live in a bizarre nation afterwards. If she wins, if she legitimately wins, this is who we are. Go forward. Go give her half of the money. I don't know. I don't care who's sitting there. I look at everybody. I says, you will give money for her cause. You will immediately start. She will start collecting around the world, inside of our country. She will rake it in hand over fist on her way out, and she'll lock down a voting block and a way of life that the people in LJ never dreamed it would happen. But here it is. Here it is. It will be forced upon you if you sit on the sidelines because Donald Trump made a rude remark. That ain't nothing compared to the way you're going to live if Hillary Clinton lives there. Just remember that. It's nothing.
Well,
all these Homeland Security things will be distributed throughout every town. Them Humvees will be waiting. You ain't saying nothing. What do you want to say? I'm not scared. Okay, anyway, that's the fear of the unknown. Anyway, that's not a conspiracy. I just,
Jerry,
what are you going to do about it? I said to somebody, who do you cry to? My mother says to me, oh, Trump's going to really get upset this time and go after the Clintons if he loses. I said, who's he going to, the FBI? Who's he going to go tell? Ash Carter? He's more worried about putting the bathroom in. He could care less about me. Who are you going to care? Who are you going to cry to? What are you going to do about it? When your school decides it's going to go a certain way and you do got a straight son or a straight daughter, but they are told they cannot be, we will decide who you are. That's your kid. What are you going to do about it? Who are you going to cry to? Comey? Who are you going to cry to? The school board director? Well, you got to cry to the state. State got to cry to the Fed. The Fed brings the gauntlet down on them. I don't know. Am I crazy?
No. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. Your kids will be told who they are and what they are.
No,
we
crap.
always heard
That's
that.
unreal.
And who are you going to complain to? You're 100% right. Who are you going to tell? I mean, who are you going to tell? Who are you going to tell? The FBI?
Let me tell you something.
I'm with you.
There's ain't no church service, but I'll put it to you like this. Okay? Thou shalt not steal. The Clintons have ripped off the world. Ripped off the world, man. They're good. Hey, they clipped them all. And they ain't done yet. They're setting it up to clip them throughout Chelsea's career.
Yeah.
Whatever. Maybe she'll be the next queen of America. Okay? Right now we're getting ready to elect the queen. All right, so maybe she'll be the princess until she becomes queen.
God save
We'll
the
be
queen.
ruled by a monarchy called the Clinton.
Jerry,
Okay?
let me tell you something. Let me tell you
She
something.
ripped off the world. Thou shalt not kill. Got more bodies laying in the street than, oh my God. John Gotti ain't never whacked as many people as she whacked. Okay? Thou shalt not kill. Okay? Right there. And she can be the president. If she wins.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thou brother.
So now I know why they got all the Ten Commandments out of the courtroom. They knew the day was coming Hillary would be the president.
She's marking them off.
I never understood that argument. Now I understand where the liberals came from. That's wild, huh? Let's get serious real quick. Okay.
Go ahead.
The Republicans are a piece of doo-doo. Republicans. I'm not a Republican anymore. I ain't independent. I ain't on the yellow line. I want Donald Trump to be my president. Whatever you want to call me. I really don't care what you call me. Any label, all right, put it on. Let's go. Let's go to the vote booth and push for Donald Trump. That's what America has today. Okay, ain't no daggone Republican Party. You get freaking Paul Ryan struck down the halls with his little ducklings behind him. We can't have this. Struck down the hall. Hey, man, hook up the prostitutes down there on K Street and get me a cigar. I'll be down in an hour. My limousine wait. We can't have this. Yeah, okay, buddy. Well, you can't fool me. You might fool some of your constituents back in Wisconsin, but you can't fool me. Okay, we got this goofball over here, Charlie Dent.
Folks. Charlie Dent's the congressman in the Lehigh Valley where Jerry's from. He's a Pennsylvania congressman in Lehigh Valley. If you're listening in Georgia or anywhere around the South, and he is the one that has come out thoroughly and asked Trump to step down. Go ahead, Jerry.
What did I start this whole thing with? Washington.
Right.
Washington. You send people there, and you get to know them, and they decide this is a fine guy. Let's run him for Congress. The community. Let's get together as a community and let's run this guy. Right? That's how politics works. And then when you go to Washington, something definitely changes. It takes a little time, but something changes. The powers to be kind of explain to them how it works. You got to learn how things work. There's always a system, and they come back and they're no longer they're your constituents in your district, but they're no longer for the people. Now that's went on too long. No matter how many times Charlie Dent comes back, I heard a lot of bashing him last night at a township meeting because of Trump. Because Trump is for the people.
Wait a minute. You heard your township meeting bashing Charlie Dent?
Well, some of the people afterwards come over and talk to me and stuff, and, I have my Trump pants on, and we're talking about the election and talking about, and they're just like, they're done with Dent because of what he's doing with Trump, okay? Yeah, I hear that more than saying, hip, hip, hooray, keep going, Charlie, destroy him. I don't hear that. So let me give you a little history on Charlie Dent. Rudy Giuliani, who is Trump's number one go-to guy right now?
Rudy
Giuliani. I
Giuliani.
think got put in the back seat. Giuliani. Rudy goes out because Rudy Giuliani is dying to prosecute Clinton. He can't wait to the day. He's dying to. I mean, if you're a prosecutor, that's like me. I'd love to do the tallest building in the world. Okay? He's dying to prosecute. I mean, that's the case of all cases.
That puts you in the history books, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's got to be the greatest case in the world. Saddam Hussein's case wasn't as big as that'll be. Okay? He's dying to prosecutor. He is dying to. He knows the bones. He's dying to. What did Giuliani tell them, the Saudi Arabia? I'll show you the difference in the Trump camp and the Clinton camp, people. When 9/11 happened, Saudi Arabia come with the little, their oil money. Hey, here, let us give you $1 billion to rebuild. What did Giuliani say to them, people?
Keep your check.
Your money.
Keep your check.
We don't want it. What does Donald Trump say to the establishment? We don't want you.
That's right. Keep
we
your
don't
money.
want you because we are Americans. We'll deal with it in our way. We are New York. They're New York. I mean, I know you're in Georgia, but I'm just telling you. They dealt with it. If you really think about it, Rudy Giuliani, not Bush, not that everybody standing on the Capitol steps, but Giuliani took terrorism head on. Head on, better than anybody ever in our country. Giuliani took it head on. Didn't take the money, nothing. What did he do? He pumped up his police force, put them in the streets. He took it head on. Bring it on. We're not going to sit in the precinct. You guys get out there. Okay? They didn't sit in the precinct no more, boy. They looked for everything. Everything moving, they were on it. They were on it. I went to the Yankee game right after that. The helicopters just swarmed the whole time. Okay, the whole time. He was on it. Okay? That man will make you a great attorney general, people. Not Chris Christie. Who knows what Spanky's going to do? You got no clue. I'm not really into Chris Christie. He just ain't my hero. But he died a prosecutor. If you want Hillary Clinton prosecuted, you vote Donald Trump. I don't know what, and I would. Who cares what Paul Ryan thinks? Do you?
No, Paul Ryan.
Really?
Paul Ryan is an establishment. He didn't. He remember he pretended he didn't want the job. He kept telling everybody he didn't want it. Well, that's what you do. Is you tell everybody you didn't want the job, and then he got the job. Now he doesn't want to lose the corner office. Let me tell you what I said this morning. Let me get a couple things out because I like to hear what you say. First of all, Jerry, this is a little bit of a joke, but it's true. Donald Trump said bad words. So get the guy a bar of Lifebuoy soap, stick it in his mouth, take a picture. Take a picture. I'm serious, Trump campaign. Take a picture and say, look, we've washed Donald Trump's mouth out with soap because he said these bad words. Now move on. Okay, Hillary Clinton, you can't use a bar of Lifebuoy soap to get rid of the corruption, the lies, the cheating, the stealing, the murder,
I told you that's why they took down the Ten Commandments.
You can't get, but what I'm saying is you're going to throw the White House out because Donald Trump needs his mouth washed out with soap. Okay, all right. Point being, Jerry, let me just ask you this. Now, I don't think Paul Ryan saying what he said hurts Trump at all. I think Trump is appealing to the people. I think you said something very big in a way, because this is not just, if any voter out there should not go vote for somebody, it's the Bernie Sanders voters. The Bernie Sanders voters got treated like a piece of garbage. The WikiLeaks is showing left and right how he got treated.
Let me show you something real quick. Who got that vote the last 8 years? Barack Obama.
Right.
And the same scenario is playing out now. They're coming back. Guess what they didn't get? What Trump keeps saying, all words. They got nothing, man. Now, here goes Clinton to get the same vote based on nothing. Eventually, nothing becomes something. We're going to have chaos. You can't keep rotating people on BS, because eventually the BS starts to show you cities, your poverty, whatever. You ain't got no police force in Camden, New Jersey no more because you can't afford to pay them. It becomes BS. Okay? You can't keep telling the millennials we're going to pay for college. They're 40 and they sleeping in a boarding house because they're dodging the government because they can't pay them. You just can't keep BSing them. So either you're going to pay the college or you're not. Either you're going to revitalize the inner city or you're not. But after so many election cycles, those people become chaotic. They're like the Saul Lewinsky's. They have a system that's keeps moving stuff more towards a chaotic lifestyle. Because if Trump loses, I'm not too happy. I'm almost just like, what the heck?
Well,
I'm not too happy.
You know, Jerry, the people might think I've lost my mind, but I'm telling you, it's the first, be careful with, here's a word you want to pay attention to. You want to do a little background and look at it, pay attention to it. Be careful with all of these internet leaks. Now, be careful, hear me out, and I want your opinion on this. Be careful with all the internet leaks. Be careful with the cyber security. That's two words. Be careful with cyber security. Okay? And I'll tell you why. Because what happened when we were attacked on 9/11? We got homeland security. Okay? Now, we have all of these attacks on WikiLeaks and stuff like that. Be careful that they tell you next what they need to protect you is your cybersecurity. That they would actually be in a Clinton administration, a cabinet position called cybersecurity. And between you and I, it's what I do this morning. You are watching and listening to me over the internet. I am so nervous with these words, cybersecurity.
So you're scared that they won't allow you to talk about realities, okay?
That's right. I fear if Hillary Clinton wins, I feel I'm not. Cybersecurity, watch the word cybersecurity. Scare the hell out of me.
Right. Listen, that's already on the move. I mean, that it is what it is. What are you going to do? Who are you going to tell? That's what I just said in the beginning of the conversation. Who are you going to go tell?
No,
you know who you should go tell? That one friend you have that's sitting on the sideline. I don't know who they are. I haven't visited you in years. I should visit you. Don't know who they are. And when it's all said and done, if it don't go the way that the vote, I would think the people want, the will of the people, you need to tell them now. Everything that I have said on my show will unfold. You need to go home and prepare for it. I don't know what day it'll unfold, but it will unfold. I don't know what people understand. They will take half of your money. Maybe 75%. She's been taking money. She's been ripping people off all over the world. You think she won't rip you off? You think she won't rip the guy down there in LJ off? Heck yeah.
Well,
more
no,
Jess.
I hear you loud and clear.
I mean, okay, so she's going to take your money. Here goes your money, people. You know, and most people there, I get you, most people want a paycheck. Your money's going to the government. The government's going to take that money and they're going to block out a way to control the people. Once they control the people, they'll take your guns. Once they take your guns, they'll set up a election cycle like Saddam used to come out. Man, 99-1. Next year it was 100-0 because the one got killed. Right? Saddam used to run out there 99-1, and then all of a sudden he won by 100.
Jerry,
the one who never came back out again, he got killed. All right.
Jerry,
So set up on
wait a minute. Putin and the Chinese are going to set us straight. Don't you worry about that. Putin is working on it because he's a leader. Now, people misunderstand and they go berserk when you hear the word leader and Putin.
Listen,
but Putin's a leader.
And don't make them good leaders.
That's exactly right.
Was a leader. All them people went down to Guam and died, but he's still a leader.
That's right.
He let them down there drink Kool-Aid, but he was still a leader.
He let them down there. Right.
So, okay, here's what people can't quite get their grips around. It's amazing And all they talk about, this is how bad. I mean, these people sit in, Brian, there's a whole list of them. They literally get together and map out a strategy to warp your mind. Okay? Don't ever forget it. But all they keep talking about is Putin. Now, I don't want to sound racist, but Putin's a pretty white guy. He just is. Oh, he's a white guy. Nobody's talking other than Trump about the Arab nations.
That's
Every
right.
time they go on a debate, they ask about Putin. Every time.
Yeah,
Putin.
that's exactly
I
right.
didn't know. Well, what? By the way, is there anybody? And then all of a sudden they'll bring up Syria, but nobody talks about foreign leaders.
Oh, you don't hear Saudi Arabia, you don't hear
Yeah,
Iraq,
yeah.
you don't hear Iran.
You don't hear none of that, do you?
No,
All
no.
you hear about is Russia. Well, Mr. So-and-so, with Russia hacking all of our, listen, just yesterday, what was it yesterday? Iran's firing at our ships. I mean, we don't shoot back. I don't know
No.
what we're doing.
No,
Huh?
we don't. Hey, Jerry,
It
listen.
reminds me of like that battleship game where you just sit around and fire at it and they don't ever fire back because it ain't real. We're almost not real.
We're not real. Listen, Jerry, listen. First of all, let me give you a couple predictions. I still say Trump will win in a landslide. I still say the American people cannot, they are not going to fool the American people, okay? I'm going to say that, okay? Brexit, the polling in Brexit at this point before Brexit showed the staying in the EU was up 10 points. So, and right now.
But here's where I believe, okay? Here's something I believe
All right, go ahead.
that is different than the Brexit. You're
Okay.
talking about the Britain and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
European thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Our media is far more corrupt. See, they got a taste
Okay, good.
Islamic culture before we did.
Right.
Okay? They had a head start on it, man. They've had it with it. You're looking around, hey, screw this. Okay? I told you, people, no matter what, the dude throwing at a chicken box don't want to blow up. Just remember that, boys. Okay? All right. So they got a taste of that culture out in front of us. So they got a little start. We have, hey, Uncle Jim says today, I said, he'll take a terrorist attack. He said, terrorist attack? How many more we need? How many more we need?
How many more?
Terrorist attack gonna wake these people up? How many more we need? He's right.
Yeah, how many more we need?
If there's a terrorist attack, Trump will be the president.
Jerry,
Come on, blow up a whole building?
you said,
And say, it's not the refugees' fault. That's in Aleppo. That the building fell down.
listen, here's something that's interesting, and I got to go, but listen, here's what's interesting. I'm going to give you the last word. You did say that Giuliani wants to get the case of a lifetime, a history book case, to be the one to prosecute the Clintons. Did you hear yesterday at the rally Trump had in Florida yesterday? He said he was going to appoint a special prosecutor to investigate Hillary, but investigate the investigation. Oh, he went for the FBI yesterday. He said he's going to investigate the investigation. Oh, he went right for all of them yesterday in Florida.
Listen, what Trump is saying is real.
Yes.
I go back, is the country real? We got a ship sitting out in the ocean like a game, battleship. It ain't real. We got people running around you that don't matter. And you're like, well, what does matter? It don't matter. You look at them like, well, what does? Well, Black Lives Matter. Well, what? Okay. Does anything matter? I mean, chaos matters. If there's chaos in this country, that's the most important thing there is on the table. I said this, and you're going to think, if Trump would have came out with a dude, he would have been honored. He'd have won landslide because he'd have came out of closet, right? He'd have been a shoe-in, as they call it, shoe in the closet. He'd have been a shoe. Okay, if Trump would have came out with a dude, Trump came out with a woman. We've took the normal, the language, okay? Call it what you will. Let the perfect be perfect. Let the imperfect be imperfect, okay? Whatever. Whoever wants to evaluate the language. But my God, I do like a little sense of normalcy. Oh, like, oh, man, it's a girl. Thank God. I mean, I just can't understand. Everything in this country has become abnormal, man.
Well,
Abnormal.
Jerry, he said he will investigate the investigation, and he investigate the investigation. You guys are working hard there. I got a message yesterday that Mike Pence is going to be at the Northampton dinner. Is that what I got a message yesterday? Lee put out.
Yes. Yes.
Mike Pence.
Yes, Thursday night.
That's
Now,
big.
let me tell you this.
That's big.
I'm going to go.
You going to the dinner?
Just like I did.
I want to know, are you going to the dinner?
Yes.
I got to slip you some notes.
I don't need your notes. Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell Mike Pence.
You don't need my notes.
I don't need, and I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to say, let me tell you something. You're a great governor in Indiana, but Donald Trump's our president. And you need to go say that point blank. Day in and day out, Donald Trump's our president. Donald Trump's our president. He's your president, too. Just remember that. Donald Trump's our president. He picked you. You didn't pick him. Don't forget it. So when you leave here tonight, every time you stop, Donald Trump's president. Not if we win, we're going to do this. Donald Trump is our president. Donald Trump is our president. You repeat that as you go.
When's the dinner? Tomorrow night or Thursday?
Thursday.
Thursday
Because
night.
just remember this. I think you're a great guy.
How did Lee get him? How did they get him?
I don't know. I ain't got time for all that. I don't know. I just like when they show up and I get to tell them what I think. That's how to get here. I'm glad to hear.
All right, one more thing. I keep saying.
I love to square off. Now, you know what, Brian? Laying all jokes aside, I want to square off with Rudy Giuliani. Okay? I want to screw off. I mean, not Rudy Giuliani. Take that back. Charlie Dent. Do you realize? Do you know who got Charlie Dent to Washington? Rudy Giuliani.
That's right. Tell him, Jerry. Rudy Giuliani came out of New York and campaigned for him.
And campaigned
for Charlie Dent.
Charlie Dent.
That's right.
In the biggest parade in the Lehigh Valley.
Right.
He kicked off the parade. The first person to step forward with a banner on one side was Rudy Giuliani, was my son next to Giuliani, was me, Keith Jagger was a baby, and Charlie Dent held the other side of the banner, and we marched. We kicked that parade off, okay?
And got Charlie
Giuliani.
That's right.
We went down to the Memorial Center in the heart of Northampton, and Giuliani went to the podium and said, because everybody came there, everybody in this area needs to get out and vote Charlie Dent for Congress. And he won. Giuliani is the face of Donald Trump. He's the law of the land. You want a law? Right there. There's our law. We want to be law and order? Giuliani. Giuliani is everywhere Trump goes. Now, he got Charlie Dent elected. Charlie Dent has got to separate himself from Trump. Why? Washington. I said it in the beginning. I'll say it on the way out. Washington. That Charlie Dent that day would have voted for Donald Trump. Would have campaigned for Donald Trump. That Charlie Dent that day. You understand? You don't
I think Donald Trump.
Bruce Jenner you do or something, but anyway.
I think Donald Trump gets the vote because the American people will be voting against Washington.
That day, I'm going to tell Mike Pence this too. That Charlie Dent that day votes for Donald Trump.
Yeah, but Jerry, let me ask you this. I got to go, but I got to ask you. I'm serious. I'm thinking every day. You know, I don't know if you ever seen the movie, but Bill.
Wait. The Charlie Dent today don't just not vote for Donald Trump, campaigns against him, doubles down on it in our area.
Well, you know, listen, first of all, I would not want to be on Donald Trump's list the day after Inauguration Day. So you just...
Donald Trump wins. I mean, if Donald Trump wins, it's going to send a get your act together all the way across the world.
Yes.
All the way across the world, it's going to send a get your act together. I don't think he's a maniac, guys. He ain't a maniac. You have no bodies. You have no policies. You have no rapes.
Right.
Talking about
I understand.
like a guy stepping off a plane. Okay? Now, but you have nothing. It's going to be a get your act together all the way through our inner cities and all this and the unions. Donald Trump's dealt with unions. Come on, man.
Jerry, I got a final segment I have to do for 30 minutes.
Every police union in the country will finally be relieved to do their job.
Well,
they want to do their job, Brian. People want to do their job now.
Listen, okay? do you not think every time you see, I don't know if you've seen the movie, this is years ago, but every time you see the movie, do you not think every time you see Donald Trump from Manhattan and Rudy Giuliani from Manhattan, and they're somewhere like in Alabama somewhere, like the movie City Slickers. These two New Yorkers are cracking me up. I swear they're cracking the hell out of me up. I swear they are, Jerry. They are. I mean, I'm with Donald Trump, I'm with Rudy Giuliani, but every time I see these two City Slickers like out west somewhere, I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't believe what's going on in this country.
Let me tell you why. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. And the people are gravitating to them, right?
Yeah.
You follow me? I'm going to tell you why. The things that the people in LJ at one time thought only happened in Atlanta,
That's right.
only happened in New York City and Chicago, has spewed out into their daggone backyard.
Yes.
Okay? They're living it. Now, they're living it. They're not, okay? The things that the people in LJ thought only happened in Baghdad is spewed out into their neighborhoods, okay? Now, they're living it. They're not just witnessing it on a TV. They're living it. It's happening around them. How in the world to get there? The things that they never expected is right there in their home. It's hit home, the old saying. That's why these two guys are like out there, and everybody's agreeing with them because guess what? They're living it.
Jerry.
No matter where you go. That's
Jerry.
how come Donald Trump and Giuliani from New York has made the Bible Belts, has resurrected the Bible Belts, okay? Because they're down there living the same thing.
Jerry, I got a final segment I got to do. I love you, guy, but listen. So I hate that you told every viewer I have, anybody I have, you don't need my information for Pence, so you better not screw it up a Thursday night, all right? You better get it in there because you said you didn't need my, and I'm the unofficial Donald Trump advisor, campaign advisor, but you don't need my stuff, so don't screw it up Thursday night.
Can I leave you with a Mike Pence thing, guys?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something how I view Mike Pence. Now, I want you to understand something. I have total like for Mike Pence, but if you'll listen to everybody that stepped on that stage, even Pence that came on now, everybody other than Carson or Trump, you can tell they were politicians. You can tell they worked a room before to get elected. You can just tell it because their verbiage is set perfect. I mean, they know when their keynotes. Then go listen to Trump, and you can plainly tell he ain't no politician. And you can plainly see, do you want a politician or don't? I love Mike Pence, but he's scripted. Not that he's scripted by any special interest. He's a governor. He knows he has to go to the podium and make everybody happy. Trump don't. He goes to the podium and pisses everybody off. Exactly opposite. Okay? Because he's not scripted. Poor Ben Carson wasn't scripted, but he was so humble he couldn't make them mad. At the end, they still happy. Okay? Ben just couldn't get them shook. He
Jerry.
was dead on, but Ben just couldn't shake the tree. All right?
All right.
Trump come along, shakes it up, and you go listen. That's what I tell Pence. He's got to be the president.
Jerry.
I look at him today. I will not support you in 4 years.
Here's what I told. Here's what I told. Hey, you know what? You just said, you wrapped it up for me. Tell Mike Pence that if he wavers any which way, or even get the feeling that he doesn't understand what's happening, he'll get no support.
He's going to jump ship and get on the winning team with Paul Ryan. I'll tell you right now, you won't be elected.
All right, listen. I told everybody that I will consider, I didn't say I would, but I would consider leaving the Trump campaign when Ben Carson does. If I got up this morning and the front page everywhere said Ben Carson said he would no longer support Donald Trump or vote for him, I would consider it. Until then, I'm 100% in. Ben Carson.
Who left the Trump campaign? Paul Ryan was never in there.
That's right, never in there. Got to go.
Never in there.
Got to go.
Okay? The rhino down there in Arizona building that wall. Building that effing wall. I hear he curses like a sailor.
Yeah, John McCain. We know how he talks.
Yeah, John down there slinging foul language.
John effing McCain, right?
Yeah, John effing McCain. All right?
Yeah, right.
All right, goodbye.
Later. Love you, man. Okay, goodbye. That is Jerry. Jerry's going to see Mike Pence Thursday night. And do not think that Jerry's not going to tell Mike Pence what he thinks. Oh, my God. Mike Pence does not know what he's walking into. I don't even have to be there. My sister's the chairman or chairwoman or whatever it is of the party, the dinner, and Jerry's going to be there, so he'll get the front table. Oh, Mike Pence is going to get it from both sides. We love you, Mike. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I've got a couple things I want to wrap up with, but don't forget, George will be here at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, George will be here. this morning, and he'll give you his opinion for an hour. Lonnie's over there, folks. Cole is off today, enjoying a day off, and Lonnie is here today. He's awful quiet over there. I can't see him behind the screen. He's either up to a whole lot or up to nothing. That's the good thing about being behind the screen. But anyhow, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Catholics, did you ever think they cared about you? Really? Take us a break, Lonnie.
El Rey and Elijah.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey and Elijah.
Pizza Hut makes great pizza, but they can't tell you what a gift it is. I can. They took a grilled cheese and combined it with stuffed crust pizza. To think, I almost wasn't here to try it.
How did
It's
you?
not important, Jan. What's important is that I watched the sunrise this morning. Then I got to stand in a room filled with this pizza. And later I'll stare at the ocean. Or maybe I'll learn Russian. Or listen to jazz. Or try my hand at needlework. Or open a door for a beautiful woman. Or read a human interest story or make dessert wine. Or ride a wild horse. Or experiment with watercolors. Eat every slice like it's your last. Especially you, Doug. Especially Doug, right? You care about Doug. The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza. Proof that no one outpieces the Hut.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Elijah. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Pizza Hut makes the best pizza in the entire universe, but they won't tell you that. I've been marooned on this planet for a while now. You are an impressive race. Your children know excellent hiding places. Your oceans aren't filled with lava. And you figured out how to combine a grilled cheese sandwich with a Pizza Hut pizza. Surely interstellar travel will soon follow. And then I can finally get back home. Round. Round like home. The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza. Proof that no one out-pizzas the Hut.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
The Chevy Model Year End Clearance Event is on at Days Chevrolet in Jasper with savings up to 16% off MSRP. Our biggest discounts of the summer. Save over $4,100 off a new Chevy Malibu, just $19,500. Huge truck savings too, up to $8,600 off loaded Silverado Crew Cab LT. Now only $33,500. Don't miss the Model Year End Clearance Event at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. You can get in touch with me at 706-889-9700. That's 706-889-9700 at the top of your screen, or email me throughout the day, chief@fetchernews.com. You're watching FYN TV, and at 10 o'clock, George will be here for an hour. George will give you his opinion of what's happening in the world or the election or other events going on. That's be George's opinion for an hour from 10 to 11. Let me wrap up this morning. First of all, let's move on from the Paul Ryan feeling betrayed. Okay, let's move on from that. Let's get over that. Let's not be shocked. Okay, he wasn't there in the first place. He never signed on in the first place. Okay. He won in his district overwhelmingly because of campaign finance. You just don't have enough money to run against a guy like this. We don't have time to go into that. But let's get over Paul Ryan. Paul Ryan betrayed the American people with the omnibus bill. Okay? Now, Paul Ryan wants to leave you to believe that he was so far from the accident, he's seen the accident, but he couldn't do anything to save the person in the accident. Now the omnibus bill, they could do continuing spending resolutions. They can do everything they want. But for some reason, I told you if I could go back in the show that this was all set up, Boehner was set up. Boehner leaving was set up. Everything was set up. Nothing just happened. John Boehner did not get all tearful and smoke a cigarette and have a couple scotch and decide, last night I'm going to leave. Okay? It's all set up. Period. Now, he wants you to believe, Paul Ryan, that he didn't want the job. So what is the number one psychological manipulation way to manipulate people? I don't want it. I don't want it. And, oh, please, Paul, no. All right, I'll take it if you keep begging. All right? American Hustle. I did a whole segment on the American Hustle. It was a complete American hustle. The whole thing is. All right? We're seeing that in the WikiLeaks. I cannot break down all the emails of Leon Panetta. We're finding out things we are confirming things we knew. Leon Panetta, the Catholics, they don't like the Catholics, okay? They set Bernie Sanders up. All the above. We know that. We know Friends of Bill. We know they scammed the people of Haiti and did them wrong. We know all of that. The emails are confirming that, and there's going to be more to come. But the American Hustle, Paul Ryan wanted you to believe that the accident was out there at the red light, and he's seen it. But if you have a car, he wants you to do math. If you have a car traveling this way, it's so much an hour, and a car traveling this way, it's so much an hour, and the light is turning red, there's not enough braking distance for this car, they're going to project into this car, and somebody's going to get killed. He wants you to believe that he just could not get there in time to stop the omnibus bill. They could do continuing spending resolutions. They could do everything under the sun. But they never want to look bad. Now, let me tell you something with WikiLeaks. I'm going to get to Paul Ryan with WikiLeaks. Do you realize that it was set up, the DNC, that Deborah Wasserman Schultz was never going any further than the convention? Now, for my religious friends out there, please don't get upset, but she thinks she's Moses, okay? She got him to the promised land. But God said, Moses, you can't go in. That's who they think they are. They think they are, that's who they think they are. So Deborah Wasserman Schultz, the deal was in. You can Google this all afternoon. Tim Kaine is the chair. I mean, you have to vote against this corruption. Donald Trump has not voted for anything, foreign policy. He hasn't had a bill on the floor. He has not done anything. He is the outsider of all outsiders, period. Okay? No influence whatsoever, whether you think so or not, other than some campaign contributions where he got his building permits because he gave some campaign contributions. He knows how it works. He told you, he had the nerve to come on stage and tell the American people, hey, I know how it works. I did it. I gave them $500,000 for their campaign. And next thing you know, I got no problem with the plumber, electrical, or carpenters union, and my building's going up. Just saying, just saying. That's it, just saying. Okay, so, all right, now, Deborah Wasserman Schultz works for the Clinton campaign when she runs against Barack Obama, right? Google this all day. Deborah Wasserman Schultz, she is chair or co-chair of the Clinton campaign when she is running against Obama, okay? So, Tim Kaine is the DNC chairman. Tim Kaine, senator from Virginia, former governor of Virginia, is the DNC chair. So, she loses to Obama. So they go to Tim Kaine and they say, look, here's what we're going to do. Deborah's going to not be in my campaign. She is going to run the DNC, and she is going to set this up and make sure it's clearly nothing gets in the way of my nomination, like this black guy. Yeah, exactly. The Clintons are the most racist, nasty, foul-mouthed, rapist, murdering people you ever met. So she says, look, here's what's going to happen, Tim. Tim said she's going to run the DNC because this can't happen again. I mean, this black guy comes out in the middle of nowhere. It was supposed to be me, and all of a sudden, this guy, because Hillary could have beat Romney hands down, okay, at that time, all right? Probably the best thing for Trump is that she did become Secretary of State. Now we have all this. But here's what's going to happen. She's going to ensure that nobody gets in my way this time. So we're going to give her the chair of the DNC, and that's going to be her job. And Tim Kaine says, okay, so you're telling me to step away? Why? What's in it for me? Okay, so they all get in a room. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? Okay, here's the deal, Tim. You give up being chair of the DNC. You give it to Deborah Wasserman Schultz. She makes sure that nobody gets in my way and that I am the nominee no matter what happens, no matter who comes out of far left field, Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders, the far left field, I am going to be the nominee and I will pick you for vice president. Tim Kaine says, went home, played his harmonica for a couple minutes and said, I think I'll take that deal. So that was done 8 years ago, folks. That was done a long time ago. Now, Deborah Wasserman Schultz gets them to the DNC. Then all of a sudden there's a WikiLeaks, and it's revealed that Deborah Wasserman Schultz participated in helping take down Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. So what do? They get the untouchable with the impeccable reputation of Donna Brazile, right? Black, female, can't go wrong. Well, WikiLeaks is proving very well that Donna Brazile was letting the Clinton campaign know that what kind of questions she might get at CNN at the town hall. Anyhow, that list goes on, right? So we know that. Folks, 20 years ago, with what WikiLeaks, okay, I'm just going to go 20 years back. With what WikiLeaks has released, 20 years ago, there would not be enough room on any front pages of any papers with the amount of resignations that would be out this morning. Period. The resignations would be so long this morning, not even 20 years ago, the resignations would be so long there wouldn't be enough room on the front pages of newspapers anywhere across the United States. That's who we are now, and that's who they are and how corrupt it is. They just don't care. Podesta does not care. Brazile does not care. The list goes on. I don't have enough time on a show to tell you and break down WikiLeaks. But the resignations would have been so long, you couldn't have got them on the front page. In fact, remember Gary Hart had a picture taken on the back of a boat with the wind blowing through his hair with a hot babe, and the hot babe happened not to be his wife, and the next thing you know, he's out of the campaign. Just saying. Now we know how you feel about Catholics. We know how you feel about taking everybody's money. We know how you feel about borders. There will be no borders. We know for a fact you're a globalist. The best thing has happened in WikiLeaks, I got a couple minutes left. The best thing has happened in WikiLeaks that has taken place, okay, is it's confirmed what you and I know. Now, most of you out there viewing are not undecided. You're probably very conservative. I've been accused of catering to the ultra-conservative right, okay? But I am BKP, the unofficial Donald Trump advisor. That being said, that is the good thing. It confirmed what we knew. Now remember this, what have you been doing? You've been telling your undecided friends. You've been telling your friends that are on the fence. You've been telling your friends that don't believe everything you say because you're listening to Rush at noon or you're listening to BKP. And God, I sure hope you're no longer listening to Glenn Beck or Eric Erickson, but at one time maybe you did. That being said, now what we always knew is confirmed. Forward that to your friends. Go in your email list and go down there. How do I do that? Just if you've ever emailed anybody, it's in there. Hillary knows, ask her. She knows it's not going away. So just go in the to and hit A, and all the people you ever emailed with an A will come up and highlight it, put it. It don't matter if you send out 700 emails. That's where you're at. And just say, look, read these. Just read these. Do me a favor, as my friend, read these. And you may have 2 or 3 people that were not convinced in the past that will read those. Now, Paul Ryan, all right, we said the omnibus. I've got 7 minutes here. We said the omnibus bill, okay? He wanted you to believe that he could do nothing about it. It was sitting on his desk when he got there. There was nothing he could do. This is the guy that in a conference call told the Republicans, make your district safe because I told you I didn't want this job. I lied to the American people and said I didn't like it, but I kindly like this corner office. I kindly like it. I kindly like that private jet that gets me back and forth to Wisconsin during so I can not miss the cheese festival, okay? I kindly like that jet. In fact, I was concerned I wouldn't get to see my kids' softball and baseball and soccer games, but I can leave here at 4, fuel up the old private jet the American people have given me, and I can be over in Wisconsin at 6:15, watch the game, and be back by 9, and just, I can actually spend more time with my family now that I have that private jet that goes with the Speaker of the House office. Yes, it does, folks. We have a whole fleet. You out there, the American people, you have a whole fleet of jets. And remember the uproar that Nancy Pelosi wanted a bigger jet because the jet that was assigned to the Speaker of the House was not big enough to carry all of her entourage and fuel, and she wanted one that did not have to refuel all the way to California? Oh, hell yes, folks, yes. So Speaker Ryan didn't want the job, but now he's decided he likes the corner office at any cost to you. The omnibus which belongs to Paul Ryan, fully funded DRACA. What is DRACA? The Dreamer Act, the DREAM Act, fully funded it. Ryan's omnibus bill fully funded sanctuary cities. Remember that, Ryan? Sanctuary cities. Obama's, Ryan's omnibus funded all refugee programs. Damn. Huh. Ryan's omnibus funded all of the Middle East immigration programs that have been exploited by terrorists in recent years. Ryan's omnibus funded illegal alien resettlement. Ryan's omnibus funded the release of criminal aliens. Listen to the story of the criminal alien that got released. Listen to the one that Donald Trump tells on the campaign. Ryan's omnibus quadruples H-2B foreign worker visas. Romney's omnibus funds tax credits for illegal aliens. Ryan's omnibus, I said Romney, right? Ryan's omnibus locks in huge spending increases. Ryan's omnibus fails to allocate funds to complete the 700-mile double-layer border fence that Congress promised the American people. And on and on and on. Folks, he was never with you in the first place. He's not been with you. He's not been with you since he ran with Mitt Romney. The Republicans have not been with you. Why did you send them to Washington, D.C.? Period. They're not with you. Donald Trump is America's candidate. Period. He's not the Republican Party's candidate. He's not the Democrats' candidate. He is not the Libertarian candidate. He's not the Green Party candidate. This is once in a lifetime. America has a candidate for the American people to bring back your jobs, to bring back greatness to this country, to not have our ships across the world being fired on and us doing nothing. All the above. Now, if anybody today should be upset with WikiLeaks, there's a long list. Bernie Sanders supporters should not go and vote at all. If you are a Bernie Sanders supporter and you do not feel you could go vote for Hillary Clinton, and you certainly can't vote for Donald Trump, you're always going to hear everybody say, go vote, go vote. I'm not. You have a chance in 4 years. The progressive agenda is something that they are prepared to continue to slowly bake for the next 30 years. If Hillary Clinton gets in, they'll fast forward it. And it'll be done. The timer will go off. The progressive agenda timer will go off the day Hillary takes office. It'll be like you pulled that thing out of the popper will be up. You know that thing you put in a turkey? You wait for it to pop to see if it's done? The timer, the popper, whatever you want to say, will be finished the day Hillary Clinton, for the progressive agenda, she will finalize it. Done deal. Take your money, just like Jerry said. But Bernie Sanders voters, you were done wrong. You need to read the WikiLeaks. You were done dirty. The thousands that came out that set records in these auditoriums, not phony, like Columbus State, not phony. Don't forget, folks, it's 2 minutes. I want to end by telling you, if you weren't here this morning, Al Gore joined Hillary Clinton on the stage yesterday in Miami, and the temperature went down 10 degrees in a 3-mile radius. I mean, they chilled it down. It was so boring, and they talked about climate change. They talked about, they were so boring, they won't even put it on the front page of any newspaper. They won't even put it on the front page of MSNBC. Joe Scarborough went down 10 degrees yesterday. That was a flop. That is one of the biggest flops she had. Hillary Clinton is running Obama and all of them. Hillary Clinton is running "He Will Send Me to Jail" campaign. That's the campaign they're running now. Please vote for me because he said he will send me to jail. I had one more thing. Don't forget, we're going to leave you. The cover girl is now a cover boy, and that ought to make Ash Carter happy. Maybe Ash Carter can recruit the new cover boy for the military. That's I had something here I didn't want to lose that I wanted to bring out, but I might have lost it anyhow. Well, I don't have it. Where's it at? The polls. How come nobody ever brings up the LA Times USC poll that has Donald Trump and Hillary tied. Why? And folks, all these 10-point polls, watch and see if they don't say like an NBC in the front or something like that. Be careful. It's 10 o'clock. It's time for George. I got to take a brief break, get out of here. I've run along, but George is on his way to give you an hour. Lonnie's here with George, and I'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Good morning from the office. I've got to go put the Blue Ridge City Council video up. So there you go. I'm out of here. Whatever. George, come on.